We already.
Two was at town meeting.
We already recommended it.
Right.
No, those were already, we already voted on those, recommended, it's already in the blue, at previous meeting. Although
one was
two we didn't,
No,
two we didn't.
Two,
Yeah,
we
two we
just did.
discussed
we
tonight.
voted
Two we just voted today.
town meeting.
Town meeting.
Who was it?
Recommendation at town meeting.
I think I made the right.
Yeah, Sean made that. I think Jeff seconded it.
Yeah.
Five?
That was unanimous, yeah.
Down there. There's a recommendation, a second on that end of the thing.
Keep in mind, we gotta get the warrant signed tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping the constable
I
waiting.
don't think
Mhm.
I have to do it.
Where is
All
it?
right, Mike.
I don't know if,
You wanna go home, I can look it up. I got it on TV, I can call you.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor on the early retirement incentive program to recommend it, recommendation to be made at town meeting. All in favor?
No, wasn't it to not recommend?
Not recommend,
Not
I'm sorry.
recommend, yes.
Short memory.
To not-
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Article 13, I got kind of word that the school committee is going to support this.
That's, they voted at their last school committee meeting in 5-0.
Do they? Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry, hold on. Special Education Stabilization Fund? or-
yeah, they're in favor
Yeah.
of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to sure I was on the right one.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion.
It's number 14?
Article 13.
13.
Do I hear a motion?
Move to recommend.
I
Motion by
second.
Mr. O'Leary, second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Unfunded pensional,
This is a suggestion by our auditors that we do it.
Yes.
That's right. Move to recommend.
I second.
motion by Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco. Discussion, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Article 15,
Recommendation, what is this?
That was recommended,
Move
right?
to recommend at town meeting.
14 was recommended.
motion by Mr. O'Leary,
I second.
second by Mr. Prisco to move, recommended town meeting. All in, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Unanimous? This, I think we discussed
Yeah, the
with the
CPC
CPC.
recommended it. Yeah. Yeah, so I move to recommend.
Motion by
second.
Mr. O'Leary, second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Site plan review applicability, what was this? I guess,
Move to recommend.
Second.
motion by Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Which,
Yeah.
what was this
Some Prisco's
related
not
to?
making any more
This
motions.
is just housekeeping.
This was the housekeeping one.
We take this number, format, stuff like that.
Was this to go in line with,
Non-substantive changes, by numbering this bylaw, be permitted in order. Just housekeeping.
thought it was to be consistent with the Mass General Law.
Right.
That's the purpose.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Wireless facility noise requirements.
Move to recommend.
Second.
Motion by Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous?
We don't have the detail on 19, and we don't have the detail on 20.
Move to
Okay.
recommend at town meeting.
On 19 and 20?
19 and
Correct.
20.
Motion by
Second.
Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous?
You get this wind energy thing?
We don't have the detail on that.
Move to recommend at town meeting, Article 21.
Second.
Motion by Mr. O'Leary, second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous?
Do we get the details on this one here? The Violations of penalties?
We do, but we haven't inserted it. The intent of it is to say that the Board of Selectmen have the right to establish water department rules and regulations after a public hearing. That's in essence what it says. It takes away all of the restrictiveness that's in the bylaw right now.
Move to recommend a town meeting to see this.
So this can actually supersede the charter?
No, it's not in the charter. It's in the
No, it's
bylaw.
gotta
I'm
change
at the,
It's gotta
bylaws.
change- It's gotta change the bylaw.
It's gonna change the bylaw.
Change
It'll take a
bylaw.
two-thirds
Okay.
vote.
I'd like to
Give
see
the-
it first.
Give the board the flexibility to adopt.
Okay, motion
these.
by Mr. O'Leary.
Second?
Second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? This is to be recommended at town meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous?
What is this?
This is to move it to the town clerk,
Right,
Yes.
under her fee schedule.
fee schedules, right? Move to recommend.
I second.
Motion by Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco to recommend. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? This is the
Smith property.
Smith property, I think.
Yep,
Didn't we-
Easement agreement. Move to recommend.
Motion by
Second.
Mr. O'Leary, second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No,
You had an issue with it, right?
right.
So it's
Yeah,
4-1.
Issue in the language in the easement, so.
Establish Board of Health Clinic revolving fund. I gather the Finance Committee doesn't want to do this.
They just don't want to create any more revolving funds.
Move to recommend.
Second.
Motion by Mr. O'Leary, second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? They're just against revolving funds, period.
That's correct.
Okay, and this had to do with the immunizations and fees collected associated with it.
Yep.
On the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Unanimous? Okay, and then these are the articles we discussed that were,
Article 26, move to recommend. That's the footpath.
oh, yes, okay.
I second that.
Motion by Mr. O'Leary, second by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? We're gonna
Articles
tag it.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Move to recommend a town meeting. Recommendation town meeting.
Second.
Motion by Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, wow.
Janice Avenue, though? There was no issue with Janice Avenue, though, was there?
No,
I'm gonna make it all one.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's it?
No. Well, that's it on,
Yeah.
on that issue. We have to sign the warrant.
Any of these Mylars we have to sign? We have to sign some of
Yes.
these Mylars, too.
Yes, you
But
do.
we're not signing all of them.
No, and then there's also paper copies that are here. They have to use your Sharpie.
Oh, jeez.
So, do you have to do some work on the warrant?
I'm
Okay.
gonna do work on the warrant.
So why don't,
Do all the new business.
we'll do all the new business. Do you have executive session?
No, sir.
What you were gonna say. Yeah. Old and new business, Mr. O'Leary.
Just would like to remind everybody that in about 8.5 hours, no, less than that, 7.5 hours, the polls will open. And I would urge everybody who's still up to participate in the process tomorrow and vote in the primary elections. There are several choices, particularly in the constitutional offices in both parties. So get out there and vote, exercise your right to vote. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. O'Leary. Mr. Prisco?
I just want to let our folks at home know that our Veteran Services here in Town Hall is hosting a Veteran Social on the 24th of October at the Hillview Country Club, and it's on honoring of our veterans and our troops. And I think it's going to be a great evening, lots of entertainment. There's going to be some other activities, and I'd really encourage everyone to come out and participate and be able to meet some of our local troops that have been over in out in Afghanistan and Iraq, and some of our all other veterans as well. So if you're interested in getting tickets, you can just come out here to Town Hall.
See what else was I
Thank you. That's all I have.
got? It's an afternoon affair.
It's from
Yeah,
2 to 6.
It's 2 to 6, that's what I thought, so it's not the evening.
Oh, 2 to 6, sorry, it's not the evening, you're right. Early evening. So if anybody wants to buy tickets, I also have them as well.
Do you get a commission?
No commission.
Commission. No early bird specials.
2 o'clock, pretty early.
Anything else, Mike?
No, sir.
Sean?
Oh, sorry, do I have one more thing? I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Michael, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
That
Okay.
thing just went away.
All right. Well, I too wish to encourage everyone to vote tomorrow's election. As Mr. Leary said, get out and exercise your right to vote. And now that summer is over, I just want to talk about summer vacation. This summer, my wife and I had an opportunity to take our kids down to New York City, and the best part of the trip for me was Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. And if any of you here or at home had ancestors that came through Ellis Island, it was a very moving experience to go through there and spend a few hours in Ellis Island. I would encourage you to, at some point in time, take a trip down and check out Ellis Island. It's very amazing when people came through this country in the late 1800s and early 1900s, what they had to go through to come here, and what they had to do once they got here to be able to stay here. So it was very, very moving, and it was a worthwhile trip. That's what I did summer vacation.
Jeff?
Yes, I was there last weekend myself. Coming up on October 3rd is the annual Commissioners Golf Tournament. They do this annually. The programs support activities and structures at Ipswich River Park. They just put in the bathrooms, and they're going to be putting in a pavilion. But this tournament on October 3rd, 18 holes, shotgun start. It's $125 per player. They're accepting sponsors. All you need to do is contact luckyuscom@aol.com. You can send an email, or you can call 978-664-6016 and to purchase tickets or to even sponsor a hole. Thank you very much.
Did you get a commission?
I get the cup.
I wonder if there's anyone else watching us at 11:45 in the evening.
Insomnia.
But it will be
Replay during the day.
played back on a couple of occasions. I just want to mention that Jenny O'Leary, who's our Youth Services Director, is leaving us. And she wants to move forward with her career, and I personally and for the entire board would like to wish her well and thank her for her services to the youth of our community. She's done a fantastic job here, and she will greatly be missed, and her shoes will be very, very hard to fill.
I concur with your comments, Ms. O'Leary.
One last thing is, school is now in session. I would caution everybody, especially in the morning hours and the evening hours, to keep an eye on the roads for children who are out in a higher level of density, and there's more traffic in town as a result of it. Hopefully to prevent any accidents.
It's also nice to see the Friday night under the lights game. Well, the end results weren't what we were looking for. It's a great activity and great thing to see.
Beautiful. Really beautiful.
It's really great. Good luck to all the sports teams this fall season.